portion sizes are not that huge, okay? The whole part where I have restricted myself from eating outside, how I don't skip going outside to the cafes. This I want to tell you 5 points, okay? Because this is not a one-time thing, guys. I eat it now. It is gonna make you. Hi guys, namaste, namaskara, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Shivani, and today's video, as you already know from the thumbnail, it's about a very small statement that I have heard very occasionally outside, okay? Where people say you need to stop eating outside, you need to stop going to cafes just because you're losing weight. And it is not going to help you in your weight loss journey. I don't believe this, and I'll tell you why, okay? First off, I stopped going to cafes outside. I stopped meeting my friends over cafes. I try to indulge myself in only home food, eating food which is available at home and not something which I'm ordering from outside. I'll tell you what happened. First off, it went very well. It went so well that I was so impressed with myself. But then when the cravings hit in, that was when I realized that I was making a huge mistake. When the cravings hit in, I was literally eating 2x of what I used to initially eat, and my portion sizes are not that huge, okay? It's pretty normal, but my way of eating, as in the frequency of eating and the kind of food I eat, that is the problem. When I say frequency, it's the number of times, right? Sometimes I just eat one time a day, sometimes I eat only 2 times a day, sometimes I eat 3 times a day and 4 times, and the fourth time is just a snack. So, what I'm trying to say is the frequency changed. The what I'm eating, like in general, usually I used to not crave so much, my cravings increased. And the whole part where I have restricted myself from eating outside, my brain knows that already. My mind also knows that. So it feels like I'm doing something which I'm not supposed to do. And when I'm doing that, it feels more good. It feels more like it's okay. I deserve this. That attitude came in. And that is something that I don't want you guys to go through, which is why I'm creating this video. And I'm creating this out of my own experience, okay? I'm not an expert. I'm also learning along the way. I'm also learning to try to lose weight in a better way than what most people do out there in terms of like diets and stuff. I'm not against dieting. I'm only for that kind of a diet which your doctor prescribes and which you can actually do sustainably for a long time and lose weight and keep the kilos off the scale. That kind of a diet, not like crash dieting. Maybe sometime down the line, I don't know, I might experiment on myself trying a keto or something which I haven't tried till now. But let's get to the main part of the video, ki how I do this, how I don't skip going outside to the cafes, and how I actually enjoy eating healthy even outside in cafes. For this, I want to tell you 5 points, okay? Or let's call it rules. So, rule number one, protein first. When I say protein first, the reason I'm saying this is because when I went to Goa, my aunt told me this, okay? She said, protein is like one of those things which will keep you full for a longer amount of time, for an extended period of time. So you can choose protein amongst the entire menu that you get. So let's say you're going to the cafe now, you call for the menu, they give you the menu. Look for things which have like paneer, tofu, dal, varan, and more things like Greek yogurt and stuff like that, which is going to keep you fuller for longer. And protein is like a foundation, okay? That's how I see it. So, foundation for your eating. So, you have proteins first. Make sure you are having a good amount of protein, and then you go for the fiber, and then you add the carbs. This structure, let's just call it like a sandwich. The base layer is protein, mid layer is fiber, and then goes the carbs. So this way you can build a more sustainable way of ordering food outside. So I will swap ordering like something fried, which is my point number two. My point number two is swap the things which you think are unhealthy for you and try going for a much better option instead. So let's say I want to have something fried, but I'm not going to choose a fried option. I'm going to go for a boiled option or a tandoor option wherein they actually grill it instead of fry it. And that way you will make better choices, and you'll also have like less effects of all the harmful chemicals or whatever that's coming out of those oils. That is a good thing to do. And nowadays air fryers are available out there. So even if you're like going outside, people actually mention that this is air fried or this is fried better or something like that. I would still say skip that, skip the air fried options also, and just choose for a bake a tandoor. And when I say swap, I also mean other things. Like, for example, let's say they give you an option whether they want to add mayo or not. Don't choose mayo. Choose for vinegar or some kind of a different dressing instead, which is not high in, like, calories and fat. And then let's say they want to make the burger out of burger buns. Instead of burger buns, ask them to use lettuce, and use lettuce as like the top layer and the bottom layer. And beach may you can try to swap the aloo as well. You can go for a healthier option like paneer or something. So making small changes, like making small swaps in the day, which is really going to help you in keeping this journey going, because this is not a one time thing, guys. It's your life. It's a lifetime thing. And if something goes wrong, God forbid, touch wood, it doesn't happen. But let's say something goes really wrong. Then instead of like suffering at that time, I think right now making this choice is super, super important. Rule number three, order what you will actually enjoy eating when you go outside. Now, let's say I'm going outside and I only order salad. And then when I come back home, I will obviously regret this because I would have felt like I want to eat something else. I was craving for XYZ dish. For example, I was craving for carrot halwa that day. Then I will still urge you to please order the salad and the carrot halwa and share the carrot halwa if you're with someone, or even if you're going alone, at least take a bite. Or if you really want to finish it, it's still okay, because your base, that is your salad, fiber, and then your protein, which is the foundation, all of that is still in place. So this is just like a chotu sa add-on. So what I'm trying to basically tell you is, don't just, please, for God's sake, try to change yourself in one go. Try to be the most healthiest version of you at one go, because that is going to ruin the whole journey, man. If you go next time and order something outside, you will order 3 bowls of carrot halwa and you will come back home with one parcel of carrot halwa as well, just because you remember this, that you have been restricting yourself so freaking much that now when you go to order something, you can only think of your cravings and you will never see the other side of it, the balanced side of it. Next, what I want to talk to you about is rule number four. When I mentioned carrot halwa, I remember desserts. And I remember one thing, that desserts are not something that is totally X marked or out of your list. Desserts are okay. It's okay to go and have it once in a while. When I say once in a while, it could be actually once in a while. When you're really craving a dessert, please have it. Don't completely put it off your list. Say that I am not going to eat ice cream from today, and then after a week, you are eating tubs of ice cream. That's not how it works. Allow yourself that time, one slot in the entire month or one slot in a fortnight, to have dessert if you're really craving it. Why I'm saying this personally from my experience, I cut chocolates. I eat it now. Like when I eat chocolate now, I eat like a cube. But at one point when I cut chocolate, I ate a bar. I literally ate a bar. And I felt so bad about it later on, because you are the one who's going to cut it. You are the one who's going to overeat it. And you're the one who's going to regret it. And when you say it so confidently outside to the world or to the people around you that you're cutting something, and then when you actually eat it again, they are going to make you feel so bad about it. And you yourself will actually start feeling so bad about it, because you broke that one single rule that you set for yourself. It is going to make you remember this thing, that you are actually not keeping your word, and you will start feeling underconfident. And the reason why I'm saying this, because it also applies to basic things of life. What you say to yourself is just like someone else telling it to you. That's how your brain perceives it as well. So if you're telling to yourself that you will do X thing, you will stop having sugar, and the minute you actually have sugar, you realize that you are not in control of yourself. You are not able to control yourself. And that is when you feel that, you feel so, so helpless. And that's when you realize that I am not keeping up with what I'm saying. And you then also start making excuses, saying that I deserve this, I deserve to go out, I deserve to eat this right now. You deserve many things, okay? It's not about that. It's about the part where you say, I I'm doing XYZ because I'm feeling XYZ. So all of those things will start coming. And instead of going through this entire situation, which I have gone through in the past, all I'm saying is make a slot, make some room for dessert, and it's totally cool to eat dessert. There is no harm in eating dessert unless you know the portion, how much to eat, and when you have to eat. If you eat dessert every single day after breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or if you're going to eat it every alternate day, then there's a problem. But if you're going to eat it when you actually crave it, and when you think that, okay, I'm gonna have this dessert today after 2 weeks of time because I actually feel like eating it. Wali vibe, agar aapko hai, then it's definitely good to eat. And it's all about balance again. I will keep saying this word balance because that is really all about this eating something healthy, balancing it out with your craving, and then making sure that the entire plate is filling all the nutrients that you need for your body. That's about balance. Biggest lesson which I have been learning in this entire journey, it's a learning also, okay, that I have realized whenever I go outside, I literally let myself loose, and I used to do this quite often, like very, very often than most people do it. Like, I eat outside quite a lot, okay? Even when I travel outside for work, or if I'm going to meet friends, or if I'm just outside because of the nature of the way how things are going around my productivity, my block, my work, and everything. There's a lot of travel involved, and there's a lot of being outside. So I eat lunch outside, I eat dinner outside, sometimes even have breakfast outside because that's how it is. But I'm trying to make healthier choices because I want this to go for a long time. I want to make sure that I enjoy the best of all the worlds and not just both worlds or three worlds. So yeah, that's my learning. And like I said in the beginning of the video, dude, I'm not an expert. I'm just saying this out of my own personal experience of doing all of this in all of this time. And I have kind of realized that most people are gonna say that bahar mat jao, bahar mat khao, and all of that. It's all about where you're choosing the food from, the balanced plates, making sure you're having protein first. Don't forbid things out of your entire plate just because you want to lose weight. You can go to cafes, you can still lose weight, you can still get the kilos off your body. And with that, I think I'm just ending this video. If you like such content around a healthy lifestyle, minimalistic, simple beauty, honest beauty recommendations, my lifestyle, then please hit the subscribe or the follow button and share this video with your friends and family. Please like it and also comment down what is that one trick slash your rule which you have been following that has helped you in your weight loss journey. And with that, I'm ending this video. Ta-ta and see you in the next one. Bye.